Hello everybody, it's Mick from Bushcraft, and today I'm having my first attempt at making a Kydex sheath. It's a real big learning curve for me, this. I've none of the usual tools that you should have for producing these kind of things, like the bench pillar drill and the belt sander and bandsaw and stuff like that, so I'm literally doing it with basic tools. So what I'm going to start out with doing is marking out the Kydex that I'm going to need, and I'm doing the fold over method. I'm going to try it that way. I've given myself quite a bit of extra Kydex on either side just to ensure that I've got enough coverage, because you've got to take into account the fold over the actual handle, which is going to take quite a bit of Kydex. So that's how much I've gone over, and we'll see how that goes. And like I say, I've doubled up, so I'm going to be folding over the Kydex that way and then riveting down the sides. Okay, I'm going to mark that out now, and we'll take it from there. I'm just using the Stanley knife, or utility knife, just to score the Kydex. Again, like I say, this is one big learning curve for me. I'll just use videos off YouTube to get ideas and techniques. So once you've scored the Kydex, it should be just a case of snapping it. Just feel it starting to go. So you're starting to go there. And just crack it back the other way. Save that for another day, or if you have to do this one again. Right, so there's my sheet of Kydex. There's two sides to Kydex. There's the rough textured side and the smooth side. The smooth side is the side that is the inside of your sheath. And the knife, incidentally, this is the jacklow that I'm doing a sheath for, and that'll be folding over. Right, next stage is heating up the Kydex. I've not got one of those little fancy ovens, and we've only just had a new kitchen put in, so there's not a chance that I'll be allowed to use the oven in the kitchen. So I'm just going to be using a heat gun. I've seen people using a heat gun, and it seems to work quite well, and it'll be a bit more accessible for me in the workshop. So we'll go on to that now. Now, you may have spotted from my previous video that I've got a different type of foam. The foam that I was using, the kneeling mat, was a little bit on the stiff side. I did a few test pieces with tin foil, using the tin foil as like Kydex, and it wasn't really forming too well. So I've gone for this softer foam. I've also just raised it up slightly with an old mouse mat, and then I've got the oven proof sheet, which I'm then going to fold over the top of the Kydex, and then two doubling up again on the other side. with the same foam and another mouse mat, just to bring up the level, and then that will hopefully form better around the knife. So that's the setup I'm going to be using. So I'm all set up there ready. I'm going to warm my Kydex up on here and then get it straight into the press, and we'll see how we go. Just some other things to mention. I've put a couple of layers of tape on the blade. I've not done that side yet, but that just gives a bit of clearance when the knife's in the sheath, so it's not a completely tight fit around the blade. So we've just got a couple of layers on that side, and I'm just going to put a couple of layers on that side. Right, that's been about 10 minutes now. I have to say, when I was heating the Kydex with the heat gun, I wasn't happy with how floppy the Kydex was, so I'm not so sure this is going to work very well. Plus, as you probably saw, I was in a bit of a panic and a rush, so I've probably folded it and not folded it right, so this could be. But the beauty of Kydex is you can always reheat it and have another go, so well, let's have a look. Still quite warm. It's not folded too bad, but you can see there I'm on a bit of a tilt, and I've not quite gone far enough in, and that's not squashed down properly. And it goes in quite nice, but it's not. It's not going in with the click I quite hoped, and I've not. Maybe if that was clamped down. Not too happy with that. I think we'll have to. The actual forming round isn't too bad, so the foam isn't too bad. You can see there that's not squashed down as it should, so I need to have another go at that. Right, I tried a different method that time. It was a little bit calmer, not as rushed. I've gone in from this side of the press. The Kydex was a lot softer this time. I spent a bit more time with the heat gun, and I've got 2 clamps rather than the 1. So we'll see how this looks. But I must say that reheating the Kydex was great. It went completely back to as it was, and I was able to form it again. Left it another 10 minutes. Use the same foam, which I'm still not 100% sure of yet. Still feels warm. Now that looks much better. That looks much better. You can see there. You can see there. It's a lot more central. The actual shaping is quite good. I'm not happy with that.